Hello and welcome to another session in the Kingdom of Agick. This is session 23. I am Gregory. This is 1 in 20 D&D, and let's get right into it. We're playing a 5e D&D game, and we're taking bits and pieces from the Princes of the Apocalypse campaign setting. When last we left off, our intrepid adventurers were in the they had just spoken with a lich that they were able to have a rather pleasant conversation with. He apparently is not a very how do we say, evil in the sense of like world domination, kind of trying to get vengeance or any of this kind of thing. He seems to just really want to be left alone with his books and studies to explore the arcane arts and deepen his understanding. So he actually, with a pretty clutch and convincing roll, massive roll by our illustrious bard Kalen, he was convinced that you all essentially posed no threat to him, of course, but more importantly, were at least seemingly, let's say, opposed to the monks that are currently residing in this monastery. Now, this is the Sacred Stone Monastery that you had heard was possibly being run by a cult. And after some investigation, some scouting, determined that this was what you believe to be the Earth Cult. Now, there was a few clues that actually have tied together one way or another that I wanted to just make sure we're clear. The delegate. Okay, so in the last session, Farron found a book in the basically the library where they were transcribing various tomes and texts. The book gave this account of this person that is like the prophet of Earth. Similarly, in a sense, when you guys were in the Spire, the Air Temple, or not the Air Temple, I apologize, the Air Cultists Spire, you had found a note, and the note mentioned someone who was apparently being tortured. Now, you freed some slaves from this monastery, from the lower level of this monastery, and Broldenthar, the dwarf, who claimed to be a sage and one of the delegates, told you a tale and shared some information that one of the delegates he was with was captured by these vulture riders. And perhaps after, a short time of kind of reflecting on this fact, it becomes clear that the note that you found from the leader of the air cultist mentioned someone that was being tortured. This dwarf mentioned someone being missing. So after putting two and two together, you think that they might be one and the same. So Desena Norvale, who the bandits captured and took off by Vulture, is probably the same person that the note you found in the Feathergale Spire mentioned. And that note was written by the leader of the Spire, who is Thurl Moroska. And his note said, just to remind you all, his note said, "We are pleased to hear about the outcome of..." Or Moroska, "We are pleased to hear about the outcome of your altercation with the Black Earth cult, and we praise you for the capture of one of their prisoners. This noble woman from Waterdeep, from Agick, adapting it, forgive me. This noblewoman from Agick has an interesting tale to tell, and we shall enjoy interrogating her further. Keep a close watch on the Sacred Stone Monastery. I want to know what our enemy is planning next. Your beloved queen, Arisi Kalanoth. And that is the message you got from that note in the spire, which Farron kind of scribbled down in his own sort of shorthand or what have you. And then Broldenthar mentioned that the bandits flying on these giant vultures, they ambushed them and took away Desena Norval, Deseyna Norvael. So that is apparently the same person. And you definitely discovered that this is the Temple of Black, or sorry, the cult of Black Earth. The text, a tome that you read, hinted at it. Essentially, Renwick, this lich you've been talking to, may have used that name or something like this. So, Marlos Ernrail was the prophet of Earth. That is the one that wrote this, and he made reference to the Temple of Black Earth, which you determined is probably lower down, below, not the second level of this monastery, but even farther down underneath it. But you definitely think it's underneath this monastery, so that he set up the cult of the Black Earth here in the Sacred Stone Monastery. So you're starting to kind of piece these pieces together. I just wanted to do a quick recap for you guys as well as for anyone that's listening, that's kind of where you're at with the sort of, let's call them the pieces to the puzzle, or at least some of the hearsay or clues that you're trying to glean from what the hell's going on and why you're even here in the first place. So you cleared out, you got the, last time you got the slaves out on their way. You met Renwick, and Kaelin convinced him you guys were to be trusted. And right away, Renwick sensed something in Gitgrot, recognized Gitgrot as a paladin, and bestowed a gift to Gitgrot in the form of a amulet of health. Then he further provided some potions and scrolls before offering that if you needed rest, because it is still the middle of the night now, if you needed rest, you are welcome to use his bedroom, in fact, because, well, he doesn't sleep, and that he would keep you safe. I think at which point we're just going to say that because she mentioned it last time, Kyra then used her kind of druid skills and druid craft and what have you, and formed, essentially repaired the door to this room. At which point he actually goes over and let's just start off the night like this. I'll let Farron and Kyra, and then I'll just roll for Kaelin because he might recognize it as well. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
It was so good, and then it hit it and rolled back on it.
It happens.
Not starting off good here. 3! 19.
All right, and let's see what Kaelin gets here. So, and then we have Kaelin with a 15. Okay, so Kaelin and Reed both recognize that Renwick walks over after Kyra reinforces the door and essentially seals it back in place. That you guys recognize that he walks over and casts the spell Arcane Lock on the door. And you imagine that that's probably why you had such a hard time trying to pick it and were unsuccessful picking it, and then had to force it down, and even that was rather challenging. So So that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna say, you guys, if you want to take a long rest, that's absolutely fine, and we can just kind of have that
Um,
real quick.
can I kind
Unless
of poke
there's,
around the room before we do that?
yeah, you had
Like,
asked
I
about
believe
that.
he said not to touch
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, he won't
not
stop you if
touching,
you're just
not
looking.
touching,
Yeah.
just looking.
So,
Okay.
so yeah. So, and of
I'm
course,
already doing that.
if anyone wanted to have a
Grout follows behind her
conversation.
the entire time, just like watching her hands.
I love it.
You better
Oh,
not.
that's
I will
awesome.
bash your head in with
You
this
can already
thing.
imagine that I'm listening in the room.
That's fantastic. All
I
right.
can't
So,
follow both of you. This is such a bad start.
all right.
Hey,
So
I
I
know what we're
will.
in. We're in the Lich's place.
Let
It's
me.
not good.
So this is that you would definitely describe this room as a laboratory. Again, it's like the rest of the monastery. It's all stone. One thing that's kind of strange, I guess, is that the windows are boarded up with they're bricked over basically, so there's no light coming into this room. Right now, we're just gonna say that one of you is cast light in on something so that you're all, not all walking around in the dark, because Kalen would be screwed without it.
Man,
The rest of you are fine, but Kalen can't see in the dark. So it's there's a few tables. There are shelves with like these really strange curios and dusty clay jars and bottles and such. Yeah. And that's really there is one heavy tome, especially that Renwick has been reading. Essentially, is what you gathered. He was kind of standing over it when you first came in the room.
Kyra is looking for things that could possibly murder us. Not so much what's fascinating about this whole kind of thing. She's just
Sure.
trying to make sure that
Something tells me if he's a lich and he wanted to kill us, he would have killed us already.
probably, but Michelle knows that.
So you can
She's kind of uneasy.
yeah. So just let's do investigation, looking for dangerous
Uh,
stuff.
While Kyra's looking around, Farron's going to go over to the Renwick and talk to him.
What's that?
I'm getting rid of this. I'm not using die anymore. The die is awful.
Farron's going to go talk to Renwick while Kyra's snooping.
Okay.
Snooping. 2. She rolled a 2.
I wrote 2. Everything is peachy.
I mean, it's it's fascinating. There's all kinds of strange and curious things, and they are.
Ow!
Everything looks like a plush toy to you at this point. There's no dangerous object
We're
in
so
here.
safe.
I mean, it all looks pretty cool. That's for sure.
Safe?
This nice sharp object is safe.
Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty slick.
So, Master Renwick, bit curious. How many languages do you know? Maybe I can teach you some phrases in another language that you don't know.
Things Greg didn't think he'd have to look up.
Yeah, that's
I myself am
pretty
quite
much.
linguistic.
That's, I have no idea how many languages he knows. Give me a second.
I hail from Suzdale.
I'll be right back.
University there. I'm quite steamed with my research. Into myself a bit of a scholar, a sage.
Come on. Oh, I went too far. That's right.
I know 17 languages.
I will be learning from you.
You can teach me nothing, human. Human.
Here we go. So he says, let's let me. He speaks. Hold on. Let me think about it, and then I'll speak in character as much as I can.
See? 20, 19, 16.
He says, he says, I speak many languages, Dwarven, Elvish, Gnomish, Abyssal, and Celestial.
Oh.
Are you familiar with any of these?
I say in Abyssal, it's quite unusual to find somebody that speaks this language. It's quite obscure.
And he responds in Abyssal. He says, yes, but there are many great texts and tomes that are only to be found written in the dark script.
Yes, I myself have studied the Underdark quite extensively. I have quite a large theory formulated about the Underdark. That's why I also speak Undercommon. But Elvish and Gnomish I speak as well.
Ah, very good. You are a scholar, yes.
Indeed. If you would be interested, I would happily tell you about my findings and my theory of the Underdark if you have time.
He'll take the time. He'll speak with you.
I will then detail him on my thesis.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, Kyra is waiting for Halen to go to sleep so she can take off her stuff.
Sure. So, how long do you want to stay up there, Farron? Because, I mean, at some point you need to get sleep, otherwise you're not going to get the benefit of, or at least do your trance, rather.
Latest, I can stay up. Basically.
And still getting your sleep.
So we'll say, since it's just light conversation, we'll kind of call it like you're taking watch, functionally. Okay. So it'll be we'll call.
I have my thesis in a book, so I'd probably like hand him the book, and if he would read it and he'd probably have any questions, I'd answer them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
sure. Yeah, sure. He'll definitely go through some of it with you, and trying to adjust something here, folks. Bear with.
No, we will not bear with.
I see. So, let's do this. See if that does what I wanted to. Yep, I know what I need to do. One more thing, and then I'll be back with y'all. See if that does it.
Starbucks rolls. Starbucks? Pretty good.
Starbucks. Nothing like that brown guy that I put away.
Like Kushina.
Literally 6 1s, a 3 5.
Grr. I just noticed that the video was off, so I wanted to fix it before we move forward. Let's see. Well, that stinks.
Well, at least I had audio.
There, that should do the trick. That's what I wanted. All right. So, he will. So we're gonna say you spend maybe an hour or two chatting with him until you start feeling like you really need to rest.
I
The,
would turn myself away.
yeah, and then we will say at that point you go back into the other room and take your do your hell for that matter. You could probably just trance right where you are. You could probably find a dusty stool or something in the room.
I don't.
Only moi.
Yeah.
He has to
Unfortunately.
sleep.
I've got my human side.
Your human side must make you sleep. You're inferior.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep doing that. So yes. All right. So you go in the other. So you spend about an hour, hour and a half, whatever, chit chatting with him. Then you go in the other room and find a place to lay down your bedroll or what have you, and get some sleep. One of the things Kyra noticed when she was looking around for traps and such, or whatever, just dangerous stuff, is that there's a lot of, literally centuries of accumulated dust and cobwebs and stuff. He obviously doesn't care about, keeping the place clean for any reason. He doesn't need to. So there's spider webs everywhere, and stuff is in quite a bit of disrepair, especially compared to what you've seen in the rest of the monastery, where the monks are keeping things kind of immaculate. So it's a little bit of a contrast. Kaylin is already asleep by the time Kyra goes in there. Gitgrot probably would follow you in, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I'm snoozing.
Unless Kyra is asking for a bit of privacy or something like that, and then she could figure out how, that could be done easily.
Maybe a bit. She's a bit modest.
So you find your guys way to sleep. Kyra washes and cleans up and Gitgrot, and you don't need to take a watch, essentially. I mean, unless you want to. That I should ask. Do you want to take a watch? Because he's assured you that he'll make sure you are all safe for the evening.
I trust him.
I so do not, but I'm outvoted.
I mean, he gave me an amulet of health. I mean, I don't think he's gonna hurt us.
Yeah, and then you'll have
Watch it get cursed as soon as you put it on.
Yeah, Gitgrot is getting a really interesting vibe from him. It's like, he's evil. Inherently, liches, it's evil. It's necromancy, right? It's a dark art. So there's this level of that you're like, and at the same time, what strikes... I'm sorry, what did you say, Farron?
Feel like half of it is like, I must smite you, and the other half is you're being really nice.
Yeah, that's
like
pretty much exactly it. There's some level of the knight that he was in life, this sense of like honor and loyalty or something that is like still borderline present in the way he's acting, that you're like, okay, maybe this isn't my task, so to speak, to handle it. So yeah, he's been, as far as you can tell, this is a lot of you, not just Gitgrot, but as far as you can tell, he's been forthcoming with answering as accurately as he can any of your questions, and he's been relatively generous in offering to shield you for the night at least, and provide you with some upgrades.
Yeah, seriously.
Some loot. So some of you cautiously, the rest of you without a care, you are find your way to sleep, and so the night passes uneventfully. You get a full night's sleep. You wake. It's actually a little later than you might expect. Probably it was, let's say it was like 3:34. So you sleep. So it's getting close to noon by the time you guys feel rested. One interesting thing is with all the windows being bricked up, it's like it's relatively easy to sleep because it's pretty damn dark when you douse the light. So so the morning finds you. What would you guys like to do?
Put on my stuff.
I mean, I assume we'd
Look at all these
continue.
rooms that are locked. That's what I'm gonna do. And go down to the very bottom floor.
I was gonna say that the whole idea was we're going down the stairs here.
Because there's like
But,
3 rooms that we couldn't get into from like going around and looking. I'd like to know what's in these rooms, especially since he's like, "Hey, clear them all out, and then I'll make sure that they don't get you in trouble. Like they don't come back." I mean, so we kind of have to clear them out. So we really do need to go in these other rooms.
Oh, I should say, make sure you all, get the benefit of your long rest.
Yeah, I have to heal.
Spells restored, full health, etc. And you get half of your level worth of hit dice if you spent any. So you guys should be all up to full hit dice and full health and all your spells and everything back. If you click on the long rest button on your character sheet, it should reset all that stuff for you. Double check it, but it should do that.
It didn't. Well, it's okay.
Damn it. It's supposed to.
I'll rest.
The only thing that didn't change from mine was the level slot, the spell slots. Which is
I
fine.
lost my 5 hit points.
Yep.
So,
I think I was using the wrong one anyway, so I couldn't have been because I can't click that one. Whatever.
So,
Yeah,
Yep.
so I'll ask him before we go. So you said down the stairs is the way to clear the rest of this place out, right?
he's,
No, down the stairs behind us was to his brother's coffin,
he
or to
says,
his brother's sarcophagus.
he says, the door on the landing leads out to the gardens, and the stairs continue down to the crypts. Someday I must entomb my brother there. Uh-oh. Now we lost Gitrot. Dope. Okay, there you are.
Oh, not really.
Really?
Yeah, it crashed.
No sweat. All right. So, did you catch what he said?
No, I did not.
Okay.
It's
all right.
something about the garden. I got to the garden part and that just dropped.
No worries. So he mentions. He says the stair. He kind of points down towards the back there, the stairwell. He says, the doorway on the landing leads out into the garden area, and the stairs continue down into the crypt. And then he kind of waxes he gets like this long look. I mean, if you could see, and he's got these like glowing red eyes, but he still gets this sound of like he's all lost in thought almost. It's, I suppose someday I should inter my brother in his sarcophagus.
If you need help with that after we're done clearing, I would gladly help. After all you've done for us.
Yes, I would appreciate that greatly. I have put it off for far too long.
All right, sounds like a deal. So we'll clear out the rest of this here monastery, and we'll meet you back here.
He says, does he know that? He says, okay. He says, very well. Good luck, young adventurers. And now please leave me to my studies. And he turns back to the tome on the table.
All right, guys, let's go.
Can we get out the door we busted through?
Yeah, we'll leave that way. We'll just go this way.
Alright, we have to around.
You're
Are we
actually
going
gonna
that
go
way?
where? Sorry, run that by me again.
Oh, that's what I was asking. Can we get through the way we came?
Yeah. I mean, with a little bit of work, you could. Kyra could probably redo what she's done or move it or whatever.
Nope. I do not want to that spell. I would prefer not to use it again.
Well, I mean, the door was actually there was nothing wrong with the door itself. Like the door just basically
He
fell
just
in.
He just locked it. Or
Yeah, so you
whatever.
kind of like just put it back in place. I was thinking you were gonna
Pretty
use
much.
you have the cantrip like the druid craft or whatever it is. Something.
No, I stone shaped it. I stone
Oh.
shaped a new door. So it's a functional door now. Like it works like a
okay.
regular functioning door. It's just stone.
Yeah. Okay. So you made some stone hinges. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. So you don't need to then. You can open it.
Alright.
He would be able to help you.
You
You know,
know,
like
unlock it or knock it back.
take it down and recast.
All right, so I guess we just held the stone door then
Alright, just open the
into
door.
the hallway filled with bodies.
So you walk out into the corridor, and
Hello, Kaylin.
one thing that you notice, and I guess I would have taken it off. I just didn't. The bodies are not in the hallway.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
So, yeah.
I poke my head
I
back
say
in.
I say we head to this
Say,
door. Try
Excuse
to knock it
me.
down too.
I poke my head back in the door before he locks it, and I say, "Excuse me. Did you
Yes.
happen to move the bodies out here?"
He says, "I have not left these chambers in many, many years."
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
There's,
And I just kind of give them a look.
there's
Like,
no people in here. I mean, there was people in the cooking area when we.
Yeah. All right, so I say we head out and we check this door down here first.
Yeah. Okay.
Does someone want to control Kaylin, or you guys want me
Yeah, I
to
was
handle
just
it?
gonna ask you, Gregory, if
Want me to unlock it?
I can control his character.
You still do? Do you still have control of it, or do I need to give it to you?
I do not.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Tyler, it's all you.
Shall
Alright,
I unlock the door? Good, right?
I was gonna knock first. You know, privacy and all.
I mean, I can always open it quietly and then see who's in there and then close it. Then you can knock.
Sure, let's do that. I step
Okay.
back.
Farrah is giggling to herself very quietly.
Tools. Actually, I'm gonna check to see if it's locked.
All right,
And trapped.
investigation.
21. That was a natural 18.
All right, and let me just double check.
Yeah.
Give you my best.
It does not appear to be locked.
Oh, okay. I just. Not even locked. I put my thieves' tools away. How about it?
Oh, can I knock then?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said locked. I meant to say trapped. It does not appear to be
okay.
trapped. It is locked.
Oh, okay.
Hang on a minute.
You're confusing me here, Fern.
Oh, hey, I mean, it looked like it wasn't locked, and then it said it was locked, so I don't know. It's a weird door.
It talked to you? Wow.
Thieves' tools out, and I'm gonna unlock it.
Door
That
talked.
is
A natural 20. So 21.
26.
It's a good die. No, I can see it from here.
Yeah.
Good die.
So, 20. What did you say? You
A natural
26?
20.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
oh, nice. Yeah. So you open it. You unlock it easily.
And I'll all nice and quiet like, and I step back, and I say, alright, now you can knock.
All right, I'm coming in. And I just, with like the most like sincere knock in the world, just start knocking on the door, and like asking if anyone's home. And then like a quiet housekeeping comes out.
Room service,
Housekeeping.
fresh towels.
Yep. Okay. So you don't hear any response.
Alright, so I open the door.
I mean,
And while opening, I go housekeeping again. You know, you don't want them to freak out, just in case.
how
Step
there was a
inside.
whole bunch of dead people lying outside here. I'm sure they probably didn't go far. If they came out, step outside all these dead people.
Okay. So when you enter the room,
There is a second lich, and he gives you a talisman of might.
that's wishful thinking.
I stand behind.
However, this large room contains a wooden table with 4 chairs, a small working desk, several macrame wall hangings, and a single pallet on a low stone shelf set against the west wall. To the north, a barred window looks out over a walled garden. This is the walled garden that Renwick described. And Farron got a glimpse of, but it was nighttime, so you didn't see all that much of. But it is barred, which is interesting.
I step in.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to search the desk.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just search around the premises.
Okay. So as Gitgrot walks over to the desk, you notice that there is a large wooden chest, essentially alongside the desk.
All right, so I'll check that as well.
And when Kyra walks in the room, one thing you notice is that there's a hook on the wall with a key, right by the door that has a key hanging on it. It does not look like a key that you recognize. Like, it doesn't look like the key. You found 2 keys, I think, so far.
Yeah.
To the
So
yeah.
I turn around and I'm like, hey, is this one of those things where you take off the key and then like a trap triggers and we all die? Or should I just take the key?
I feel like the key belongs to said chest in corner, and then I point to the chest.
It would have to be either there's like a small wire connected to the key, so when you pull the wire, you would take the key, it pulls the wire.
I
key
drive Baron in there and say, can you
is-
check the key, please?
Or the key is
Before
a
he's
certain
done
weight
explaining.
that's holding down the trigger. Of
I
the-
investigate the chest and the desk.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do an investigation check.
And I go to check.
An 18.
It appears to be neither locked nor trapped. Your guess is that people chances are the door lock was enough to keep most people out of this room.
Mhm.
So, and they're monks,
Okay.
so you gather that they probably, there's some level of trust or something like that. So,
I wonder if they took
So
everything
I'll
when
rummage
we were
through that.
sleeping.
okay.
I stand
I'll
15
reach the
feet away
chest
from the
with
key and pick it up with Mage Hand.
All right. The key comes off the hook without any ado.
Little
There.
floating key and like a skeleton, like a mystical hand floats over the car and here you go.
And I grabbed the key and I was like, thank you.
Now, just to remind you all, you haven't actually been inside this room over here, but Kyra saw inside of it. That's why it's
Right.
revealed. Okay, so Kyra knows
Yeah,
what's.
because I said that I wanted to go back to the room where we get all of the weapons and pick through what looks good.
Sure, that would be this room here. Let's call it the dojo.
Okay. And if it doesn't, we just leave stuff. But if it's not, then
Yeah. All right. So the chest holds quite a bit, actually. You find 800 silver pieces,
Okay.
65 platinum pieces,
Ooh.
and 12 turquoise stones, each worth 10 gold pieces.
nice.
Nice. Yeah.
I will go do that.
Cool.
Anything in the
Those
desk is-
are the turquoises were wrapped in a swatch of cowhide, so they're kind of
Okay.
separate from the coins in a sense.
So anything in the desk itself, or just the
Um,
papers?
there's little in the desk. They let me check.
Need to make some room. As Kyra comes over and starts dumping stuff into the bag of holding, like we need to like make some room in this.
Yeah, I mean like all that stone armor we put in
Pull
there.
out
You know, we should just take that out.
Pull out a warhammer. When do we need this?
Okay, sorry.
we can
So
Start
tell.
around an army with
It
that
just
stuff.
looks so cool.
All right.
No, like
Who's gonna wear it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wear it.
You don't find anything else inside the desk.
Okay. I didn't think I would.
I mean, say one of them maybe, but do we need all however many there were?
I don't see anything. Just very.
I take all the copper and platinum. I don't know the silver, platinum, and the turquoise stuff, and I put it in my pouch.
Mm-hmm. Well, 800 silver you'd have to put inside the bag of holding.
Well, the bag of holding.
Sure.
You take the platinum. Platinum.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it 65 platinum?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just putting the silver in the.
And 12 10 gold piece gems.
Oh, you
Then,
take one too.
Your
Alright, well, I'll
keen
just put the
dwarven
silver
eye
in.
includes you to the worth of them.
Yeah, the sapphires were mine. They weren't leaving my side.
Yeah, Kyra so yells out, "Hey, don't get all cheaty."
They're my pretties.
Yeah, my precious. Okay.
My precious.
Just remember,
So where can I put
you're
that?
a
Let's see.
paladin.
I can put that in.
Reminding you of your paladinness.
Yeah.
He needs offerings.
Equipment. Yeah, I need offerings exactly.
That's
Okay.
what it is. I know this way.
I'll just put the silver in here then. And then you can put the rest in wherever you.
Well, this is a comfy seat. Can we take this seat too?
Yeah, might as well just throw it in the, throw it in there.
Yeah, and the kitchen sink.
Oh, here we go. You know, when we get back, we're gonna have to exchange some of these copper and silver pieces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See if we can get some platinum.
I mean, I got platinum.
You have one now?
What? I have a few pieces, here and there.
Where did you get
Found a
platinum?
couple. I found it along the way. Just a couple pieces.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm ready to go.
You
right to the
didn't
next...
find. Did I answer you clearly? You didn't really find anything
There's
else
nothing
on the
on the
desk.
desk.
Yeah, it was pretty barren. In fact,
And I
I would say it was
see, like,
oddly
secret
empty.
doors or anywhere in the room.
I was gonna say maybe somebody scavenged through it and took all the stuff out. Or useful
No,
stuff.
it just seems like it's disused.
Okay.
It's
I'm
almost
sorry.
there.
How many
It's like
pieces of sapphire was it? Was it 6?
12 turquoise,
Okay, 12.
worth 10.
Worth 10 each.
Turquoise.
Yeah. 10 each. Sorry, so,
I'm gonna come down to this door.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Did you search in this door, Kyra?
I looked in there.
Well, what's in it?
I don't remember.
Alright. Is it locked?
No, I opened. Well, no, you know,
It
I
is locked.
squeezed under it.
Alright.
Squeezed under it. Yeah.
Alright. Well, that must move close again. We got another one.
It is locked.
And I rolled pretty bad. That was an 11.
It was bound to happen one time.
You have several
Oh.
keys you could try.
This is bad.
I take out the 3 keys that I have and try each of them.
Oh, keep. Okay. I step back.
The one that was hanging inside the room that you just grabbed fits the door.
And I say, "Excuse me, let professionals do this." And
I mean, sure. You're the rightful owner of this building.
I
Key.
unlock it, and I turn the lock, and I kick it open, and walk out the way.
Right.
Still people in here.
That's why I walked out the way. Just in case.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna walk in just in
My
case.
roguelike reflexes would jump to the side.
I'll go first, guys. Don't worry.
And then I walk in behind
Get
him.
attacked by a dragon.
Do you guys hear any music? I'm not hearing any. So
No.
I was trying to.
If Geekrut runs, you
Get
guys know to run
started.
faster.
I hear dungeon stuff.
You do?
But not
Okay.
music stuff.
I'm gonna. So let me reload mine. Maybe I will hear it there.
I'll reload because I don't hear it either.
I might actually grab that. That dungeon sounds.
And while that's happening, let me tell you what is in this room. So,
I hear it fine.
Let's make a deal.
What have we won today?
What's
piles
behind door
of
number two?
firewood are stacked neatly against one wall of this room, and 4 large copper kettles stand in iron frames above iron fireboxes. Copper tubing in long coils leads from one kettle to the next. Several large wooden casks stand at the south end of the room, and shelves on the eastern wall hold scores of brown bottles sealed with red wax.
I nudge Farron. I'm like, do you think we can fit those kettle pots in the bag of holding?
I was literally gonna say the ones with the
Well,
the
there's-
seal. It's
there
gotta
are-
be wine. Or something.
There are 65 bottles, if you take a
Oh.
moment to count them,
Wow, I'm thinking take all that.
and they are sealed with a red wax.
I mean, if
do we know what's inside of them?
You can guess that it
Do you want
is
me to
some kind of
investigate?
alcohol.
Ooh,
Sure.
okay.
Are,
Well, the
the
dwarf drinks.
is anyone
other-
skilled in
I'm not
brewery?
looking around.
By any chance?
No.
Oh,
I am
now I
not.
hear the music.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's-
he's a dwarf.
He's a
Yeah, I
dwarf.
am a dwarf. I feel
Well,
like
that's-
I feel like I get like a bonus.
But you're a smith.
Bonus for drunkenness.
You're a smith,
gonna
not
be
a
able to
brewer.
taste
It's a different a trade, I should say.
I want to look around for it. I mean, it's got to be. Is it? I'm trying
I'm
to
just gonna
gather if it's
investigate-
locked because of the wine. Or
Whoa,
is it locked?
21. The bottles remind you of a brandy bottle.
Mm.
So you guess that
Guys, this is the finest brandy.
Well, that may or may not be true. You won't know that
I'm
until
just
you
gonna lie
taste
to
it. But okay, there you go. Sorry.
One bottle. I take one bottle and pop it in my bag.
Sure.
One.
I pop one open and start sipping it.
Okay.
I don't do it for drinking. I do it.
It's strong.
It's just not good.
But it's not very good.
I spit it out. It's like we could use this as like lighter fluid or something.
you
Fire starter. Here we go, guys.
you
Constitution
take
check.
your tinder and it ignites fiercely. So you're sure that it definitely could be used to blow up or
Like-
burn well.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
it's
we could use it for drinking.
it would probably work better as lamp oil than as a drinking brandy. But you gather that it was probably not aged long enough yet, and possibly that these monks have no idea how to properly
Make
flavor it.
alcohol.
Yeah, like they
So it's not
might
really
not
strong.
really know what they're doing. But for any bottle you want to take,
tried.
just call it Sacred Stone
Like-
Brandy.
Okay,
Moonshine.
I'll take a couple.
I mean,
Yeah, I pop it in my bag.
no offense, but you're a dwarf, right? Don't you would just like, isn't the stronger the ale, like, or the drink, the better?
I mean, if it's drinkable.
It's like, hey, what can get me smashed quicker?
Kyra
It
whispers
needs to
under
get
her
down
breath,
my throat first.
Racist. Under her breath. Racist.
You guys want to sip? It's pretty good.
No.
I passed it around.
I'm
No
okay.
thanks. No thanks. Oh, but I got one. And
I bet Kalen would be would be downing one.
Yeah,
as
I would
well.
imagine that
Yes,
Kalen would have
I-
took a swig. Well, I think so. Kalen walks over to you. I'm gonna role play this a tiny bit. So Kalen walks over to you and says, "Here, Gigrot, my friend, let me take a swill of that." And he takes a big swig of it and turns and that is atrocious. How can they call it? What is this ungodly filth?
I pat him on the back, laugh, and then take another swig.
It's like I'm getting. It's like on Star Trek. What is it? Star Trek First Contact, where he's like Data's all like, he drinks the drink. He's like, "Ugh, this is disgusting." It's like, "You want more? Yes, please."
Oh, that was in yeah. There's a great quote, and I love that quote from Data.
That was in Generations.
In
It was
Star
Generations.
Trek Next Generations. He when he first got the chip that allowed him to feel things, he took he went to the bar.
in the movie.
Scotty was with him. Scotty from the original series, and yeah. Oh no, wait, that wasn't when Scotty was with him. That was another.
Yeah, 'cause that was
There was something else
That was
with
the one
that.
with the Dyson sphere. The one I was talking about was the one that you mentioned. That was from.
Yes, and he says he takes a swig. A Guinan gives it to him. And he says like
Looks like
he
shit.
says,
Looks like
he's
shit.
like yeah, he makes that crazy face and
Yeah.
he's like "Ugh." She's like, is it okay? And he's like, I don't know. And she's like, well, it looks like you don't like it. And he says, yes. And he takes another drink and he like cringes
Yeah, 'cause
again. He says,
Yeah, 'cause he's like,
I
"Looks like you
hate this.
I hate this.
Yeah, totally. That was so awesome.
Some more? Please.
I was there. The one with Scotty when they're in the bar. He looks behind. He looks at it. He hands it. He's handing it to Scotty, and he says
Yeah,
like,
what is it? It is green.
"Yes,
Yeah.
exactly."
I remember that.
Fabulous.
Because that's
what you
from-
were talking about.
That was from-
He's like,
Yeah.
"It is."
that one's from the original series as well.
It
Because
is
there's
green.
one where he's drinking. Scotty's drinking with a Klingon,
Oh.
and he's all like, "What is it?" He's like, "I don't know. It's green." And they're like
Oh, that's
trying to drink him under the
awesome.
table.
I
That's a
didn't
bit of a
realize
throwback.
that. That's brilliant. Super cool.
Hmm.
Well, there you go with our
I'm
little
gonna-
Star Trek interlude. So yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna look around. Do I see anything?
you don't.
Other
Yeah, there's
important?
really
Or
nothing
is
else
it-
of
that's
value in
really
here.
The reason why that it was locked because of the one.
So yeah,
Randy?
you gather that for whatever reason they're trying to keep this, secure.
So wait, what do I call it again if I want to keep a couple?
Sacred Stone Brandy.
Awesome. So, see, I feel like the name is better than the actual stuff, you know?
Maybe it needs to age a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I should have. Bugger.
Oh, it wasn't.
Where's a good spot to put this kind of stuff?
So I'm guessing we're not going to put this in there. Oh, wait. You took out that stone armor, right? What else did you take out of there, Baron?
There you go. For later. Gregory, for later.
What's that?
I posted the link. for
Oh,
later.
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
What else did you take out of here besides the...
I didn't take it anything. I was
Stone
just
plate
saying that
armor.
we should take it.
Okay. So.
I'm going to take it out because you guilted me removing it.
I mean, I'll have a look and see what we can take out.
No, I already took out both of the... Everything else is probably all right.
Okay.
It was
All
the
right.
stone armor.
So.
I mean, keep one of them.
No, I mean, he said they were like 65 pounds each.
What's that? Oh, the full plate.
Yeah, Farron basically guilted me into
Oh.
getting rid of it.
How much do these weigh approximately?
The brandy bottles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Hold that thought.
Are you like an average brandy bottle, like
Yeah,
5
that's
pounds?
Uh,
Or you actually probably be less than that even. Probably
Yeah,
be close to like 3 pounds.
How much did you weigh this up
It's
to?
not that much. 2.5, 2. I'm sorry, what now?
Books.
Oh, I don't know.
that's the capacity. That doesn't tell me how much it weighs. a couple pounds, let's say.
Okay. I was gonna say it's. I think about
And then,
We'll call it 3 pounds.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put 3 pounds. 'Cause I took one
Yeah,
bottle.
I looked it up online. Approximately 3 pounds per bottle.
Perfect. There you go.
I'll take like 10.
Oh, you know what? We could take this brandy. Oh wait, no, the lich is here. Never mind. I was gonna say we could just start throwing it around and then light a match as we go and walk away, but
Yeah, that would be a bad
the
idea with a
wouldn't be
lich.
too
I don't think we
happy.
want to piss him off.
Yeah. So never
No.
mind. But you know, it would be cool. Like we could. Oh, you know what we could do? We could make like Molotov cocktails or whatever, and like stuff a rag in there and light it and throw it. It'd be like improvised bomb or something. I don't know. Just saying, we could use a couple of these bottles for other than drinking.
You certainly could.
It's clearly that terrible.
I mean, are we taking them all?
I take 5 of them and stick them in the group.
Okay.
Because just for that purpose alone. Like we may be stuck somewhere and need like a diversion or need to blow up a bunch of people or something.
Yeah, I grabbed 10 as well.
I mean, I could always shoot him with a firebolt.
If you have no more spells.
That's I was.
Yeah, Farron, actually, you're pretty confident that if you hit one with a firebolt, it'd probably blow up pretty good. Like you watched Gitgrot like strike his flint to it, and it like caught immediately. And the bottles are, they're okay. They're they're not tremendously robust. So with a good, well placed firebolt, you probably could blow one up.
So,
Maybe we should take more. I mean, we could always use it for getting chased. We could lay
I
them on the
mean,
ground. And
Hey, I just got rid of 130 pounds, so I'm sure we could take.
There's
Yeah.
there's this pile of armor now in the corner.
So how much is that? 65 times 3. I mean, not saying we're gonna take all of it, but just.
But approximately 65 is roughly like 190 pounds.
195. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that's a lot. So let's say we take like, I don't know, 25.
I mean,
of them?
I took 10 of them. I'm
Okay,
gonna keep
I'll
them on
put,
me.
I'll take 25 of them. How about that?
That's
And then I'll
75
put in
pounds.
the- Yeah.
You have,
That's still less
you have
than what
plenty
I
of
took
room in the
before.
bag of holding. I mean, they are drinkable. They're just not that good. You know what I mean?
They're not great.
They're not really good. It's like in a pinch it'll do. So
Nah.
If
I
you
mean,
if you
I'm
need to
not a
get
big
wasted, they'll
drinker
do the
anyways.
job.
they'll do the job. That is
Wasted.
correct. That is correct.
Own brand. All right, so I will just put 3 pounds times 25. Uh, 8 is 3. Um, I'm gonna
Carol,
call it adventuring gear.
where did you say their weapons were?
Whose weapons?
I was asking Carol where.
Oh, she saw that there were
yeah.
some weapons in the
No,
dojo.
back there under us or south of us. Under us.
Like that way? I put my head out the point.
Yep. That
All
way.
right.
Oh, I'll follow you. Just give me a second, and I'm still putting the rest of those bottles.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna just put 75.
Bring them over here.
Times 25. Yeah, that'd be cool. An improvised, like, kind of thing there. You never know when we end up in somewhere where we're in a pickle. A pickle! Pickle Rick! Walk out here.
Yeah.
So I catch up with them after I just kind of, just one by one, just take about 25 and put them in there. And I put the one that I have just in my own inventory.
Okay. Sounds good.
So we're basically, this entire place was just a brewery setup.
Mm-hmm. This
Do
room,
you kind
yeah.
of get the feeling that they made any money off of this, or it was just purely so that
Give me a insight check.
I kind of want to know.
I have a feeling they were trying to make money off of it.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was wondering.
You can give me an insight check as well.
Ooh, I rolled a 20. 27. 27.
Based on the quality of the ale, you think it's more something to keep them occupied
They're bored
Just
up in
like
the
as
mountains.
than it's like a menial
a
task.
hobby.
Yeah, it's
It's either
probably
drink this or
not.
do each
They're
other,
probably
and
not
we're
going to
gonna
be able
drink
to make
this.
money off of this.
Good, because they were going in the wrong direction.
Okay, so after we get finished, we go down to this one and see if we can pop our heads in there.
All right, this
Oh,
I'd
room.
like to know.
Yep, this room
Yeah, this is
is.
where the weapons, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the dojo.
I'll check
And I'll
the
say,
spot.
okay, I will just
Straw
tell me-
mats. This room is not locked.
Okay, so I
Straw
open the
mats
door.
cover the floor of this large exercise room, and wooden racks along the walls hold quarterstaffs, polearms, and various weapons commonly associated with martial arts. Doors are obviously exit to the north and the east. You kind of pass that door. A triangular symbol is carved into the center of the room's western wall. The symbol you recognize as apparently the symbol of Black Earth,
is there any
or the
kind
cult
of
of Black Earth.
any kind of like hidden areas in this room?
Give me an investigation check.
8.
You don't see anything.
You ready? If I had to say, just because maybe talking to Kaylin and myself preferring ability wise, whenever, what would be the more expensive weapon in this room? Because obviously we're not going to take all of them, but something that looks decent. And that maybe at least a fair bit of work. Because I don't want to spend too much time here.
So, there are a couple of scimitars and probably glaive.
Oh, I've been looking at that.
And those are definitely the
Alright.
most
Those are the
valuable.
ones
Everything
I want.
else is probably not valuable really at all.
Okay, then I won't take any of that, but I will take the glaives and the scimitars. How much of each?
There's only one glaive and two scimitars.
Okay. Then I'll work. That's what I'll take.
And those are, decent quality anyway.
So I popped that in the bag of holding. I am basically taking it off of Baron, and I'm just holding it right now. What I could do, I'll take this. I'm shopping. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm shopping.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have to have a detect magic, would you, get right?
I do.
I mean, there's other stuff. There's spears, quarterstaffs,
actually, no, I don't.
clubs,
Okay.
great clubs.
I was just wondering if that might be a good idea
Spears.
to
Do we
have
need?
that up while we look around. Maybe we can catch traps. If there's magical
That would
traps.
be a good idea, but I don't
How many
have
spears
it.
are there? Because I know that sometimes we might need long range.
There's a handful.
Kaylin, do you happen to have?
I just pulled 5 of them. 5 spears.
There are 5.
I'll just take 5. That's it. I mean, I know there's other stuff, but yeah, we're not gonna like go down the thing with all the weapons. If I was playing a different character, yes, I would. Alright, 5 spears.
Kaylin, do you happen to have a detect?
So
magic?
make sure you're putting all that stuff in the bag of holding, because it'll total up the weight as well,
Yeah,
right?
I am. I actually
Okay.
pull it and move it
Perfect.
to the. Yeah. And that's
Thank
why
you.
you had it.
Thank you very much. That's just easier for you.
Yeah, I gotta stay under 500.
Please.
That's why I removed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Kaylin's probably standing out in the hallway with you, Farron.
You know what? We're gonna have to take. I'm gonna take some more of this out of the let's have a look at it. Because we're up there at the moment. We're up there. So it's all that change. Not change is what's making it. All right. So how much is this plate armor? 65. Let me see how much I can carry myself. Hey, Baron,
Yeah.
how much can you carry?
Not much.
All right, so I take I'm gonna take some of this stuff and I'm gonna move some of this stuff to my bag because I actually have a little bit in my own bag room. Looking at my carrying capacity here, and I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the bag of holding. The bag of holding is like pushing it right now. So.
Well,
Can you carry anything?
I'm accustomed to carrying books from libraries to tables where I study.
I just say never mind. Just never mind. That's okay. I'm just gonna hear.
Many books.
Hey, just talking to everybody real quick. Do y'all want to split some of this gold that we have in here?
I mean, I feel like there's other things we can get rid of out of there than like gold.
No, I'm saying split it between the four of us.
I can't carry much more.
I am feeling my limit.
I have a fair bit amount of room. I haven't taken much. So.
Does Kalen know detect magic? I asked him that.
I am not sure. Let me check. I don't think
All right, I'm gonna
he
put some stuff in here.
Okay.
No.
Then he.
No, he doesn't.
He
He has dispel magic, but not detect magic.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, I have to. Hey, where is?
Uh-oh. Did I
They
lose
just
you
mute
all?
each other. They
Oh,
just muted
okay.
themselves.
Just
Yeah,
making sure.
I
was like, oh
asking
no!
something that had, like, yeah.
It went mute
I'm
right in
sorry,
the middle
I'm
of your
sorry,
sentence, so
yeah.
I'm like, oh crap. I hope it didn't drop it.
No, Kyra is doing the whole sighing as she takes stuff out of one bag, deciding what she's leaving behind.
Right on.
Can I walk just away from earshot from everybody and have a listen at, because we haven't met anybody yet, and we've been like looking through rooms, probably making a bit of noise, and yet nobody's come to get us.
Give me a perception check.
I want to have a listen to see if I can hear anything. Uh, 16.
Oh, that plate armor's worth probably lots of money.
You think you hear something around the corner. Around the corner here.
Here?
This way?
Uh-huh.
I toss out the shields.
Sounds like a door opening.
I toss out the war picks.
I'll just.
Yeah. Kyra's still rummaging through stuff.
Yeah, I'm literally still in my shopping thing here.
I will just pull out my short bow. Storm Fury, and I'll get it ready.
I feel like we can get. Never mind.
Okay, get rid of these war picks. They're. Get rid of these. Wait. It's like it's okay. Get rid of these shields because they're heavy and they're probably not worth much. Keep the javelins. Remember, we might have to go throw something at somebody. We might not even need these spears. We have javelins.
Can I
I leave the spears. I just get some hard.
I'd like to cast. Just want to make sure it's within range. Should be. Yeah, plenty of range. Can I cast Minor Illusion? And it's within range. I'm gonna right in the corner of this up here. Right in the corner. Can I Minor Illusion a little mirror? Like, you know how when you're going around corners, they have like mirrors up on the corner so you can like see around the corner, like a concave mirror.
Um,
Around the corner.
you could. Okay, so you could do that, but it's not going to be an actual mirror, so you're not going to get a actual reflection. Do you follow me? Like, if
Okay.
that's what your intention is, to like actually get a look around the corner, that won't
Yeah,
work.
that's what I was wanting to do.
That won't work.
Yeah,
So as you're
actually,
thinking
yeah.
about that, you see around the corner.
Oops.
My bow is out there.
Yep, that's fine. You recognize a minotaur stepping around the corner. He sees you, you see him. You hear him call out in well, no, we're going to roll initiative cuz you don't really surprise, there's no really surprise here. You were expecting him, he was expecting you. So we're just going to do straight initiative. And I will let everyone roll initiative right now.
Oh, fucking Minotaur. Having to ruin my shopping trip.
That's for me. Okay, Kalen.
Alright, we're under right now.
Terrible.
I- we have to stop somewhere.
Ah, you punk ass.
I'm gonna pull out some of this.
Let me do this so that it works. Now let's try that.
Wow.
Initiative. Tracker. Delete. Did somebody roll for Farron? I mean for, sorry, Farron. For
Kalen? Yeah. The first one was for Gigrot, second one was for Kalen.
Alright.
So 9 for me and a 6 for Kalen, which is already on there.
Alright, so I
Alright.
moved everything.
Start some combat music. Actually get
I
it
didn't
right
roll
for a
yet.
change.
Since Kyra, because I have a
Go
roll
ahead.
there, but I never wrote.
Go ahead, roll. So it was 8 for Gitrot and no, 6 for Gitrot and wait, I'm
No, it's already up there. 9 for Gigrot, 6 for Kalen.
Okay,
They're already
perfect.
up there on the board.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah. I'm like, nothing. Alright. I see y'all walk out. I'm like, okay. I guess I'll just put this
So-
over here.
Kyra got it 18.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody's set. Kyra, well, you don't know anything's happening yet.
No, but I
So-
did see everybody walk out. So I would
Yeah.
imagine that I'd walk out. At this time, I'd walk out. If I was first. I'd be like, why is everybody walking out? And then I'd probably walk out.
Okay. So you're walking out of the room?
Yep, so I'd be like, bye. And I'd be like looking at Galen. Okay, what's going on? And I just kind of walk around because I have no idea what's going on.
Big bull guy.
And
He's
I just come
angry.
and stand over here. I'm like, what's going on? And then I turn around and she's like, oh. Oh, so we're doing this? Okay, sure.
He looks like
Um,
he's about to charge.
Okay, so because I wasn't expecting there to be like this big old fight thing, I'm probably gonna just do something that is not as strong because I would.
I know
Hold on, I'm sorry. Sorry, I had to tell people to stop fighting and go to bed.
No
like-
worries.
Argue with each other. Okay, so I will probably do something. How far away is he? Oh, okay. So because I'm like going, what? what? Okay. Frostbite? Like I would be like, I don't know, and I just kind of throw something out there. So that's what I do, which is probably terrible. But if I'm honest, that's probably what I would have done. So he has to just make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to move the map around a little bit so it's easier to work with. And there we go. All right, that's what I needed. Okay, so Constitution saving
like a
throw.
reaction, kind of going, whoa, like that, kind of going, whoa. I didn't realize there was things to be fighting about.
What's your DC? You didn't put the spell up yet, so.
Yeah, Constitution. Which is probably not the best thing to do because he's like this big old, like.
Well, he rolled a 14, so I just need to know what your.
Did he hate it? Because I have a 15. I didn't think that was gonna work. Okay, so I am. That's 2d6 plus.
Can you click the spell so I don't have to look it up?
Yes, I will. I'm sorry.
Thanks. It's okay. It's just
I will do
faster.
that. He has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay.
Let's see. It is here. It is. Oh. Yeah. There we go.
Thank you. It's just faster that way. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
let's
So
roll some
2d6.
damages.
Six damage,
Okay.
and he has disadvantage on his next attack. And that's literally okay. So I have like I'm gonna take one step back because that's all I can do. And
Okay.
that's all I'm gonna do because I'm just like, oh crap, and I just kind of throw it and I walk backwards.
All right. So so that's it for you?
That's it.
All right. Get Grot.
All right, I'm just gonna run up right in his face and I'm gonna use Divine Smite. I'm gonna drop a first level spell slot. That's really it. Wait, hold up, that's not right. Oh, that's right. It's supposed to be 5d8. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. It's gonna be 2d8. All right. So, and then I need to attack. So Warhammer, which is not a good swing.
Ah.
So you didn't use it if you don't hit.
That's true.
Yeah, so I didn't use it if I don't hit it.
That actually hits on the nose.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So what? 8 and 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Okay, wait. 8 is the radiant damage, and 14 is
Yeah.
attack. Yeah. Okay, so I was right. So, so he takes a total of 12 damage from your smite.
And then I'll hit him again
Okay.
for 9 more damage.
What the hell's going on?
Ooh, at least he can't charge.
Why am I not? That's weird.
He could charge it.
Okay, he takes 12 damage. You give him a nice swat. And your second attack hits as well. It takes another 9. Okay. That is gonna be. Let's see here.
1 damage.
So, so first you you cleave him across, or you pound him on one shoulder, and then smash him across the chest. He takes a couple blows, but he kind of seems to weather it. Doesn't seem to faze him that much, and he kind of grunts at you. Anything else? That was movement, bonus action, and action, right? You're done.
Yep.
All right, Farron.
I will take a shot at him with my bow. So this is my first shot. That is a 15 to hit.
Okay.
That hits because you said 14 hits.
Yeah.
Alright, you get sneak attack because get garage. Oh, I rolled 2 6s. So that is a 16 points of damage. And then I will take a second attack. Oh!
More than one attack?
I
What?
know! I know! Oh, I'm level 6! And I rolled a natural 1. So I missed.
Okay. So how much was the damage from the first attack, though?
It was 16. I rolled 2 6s, so a 6 and a 6 plus 4.
Right.
Because I hit him with sneak attack as well. So
Yep,
get
I
level
got
6.
you. All right. That was with the bow, right?
Yep.
Okay.
16 pierce.
All right. You also hit him in the chest, in the upper chest. It pierces through his tough hide, and he's starting to look pretty rough.
That'll be all.
Okay.
That'll be me.
All right, Kalen.
I'm assuming Kalen would just get up there and smash some swords with the guy.
Sounds
So,
about
I
right.
don't- So, hold up. Two hand. I'm assuming he would be dual wielding. So
Right. That's what he
this
does.
is one. No, they're probably not gonna hit. And then the second attack.
First
which is
attack
the offhand,
misses.
so-
Second attack hits, but it's a weak hit. He barely grazes him. It catches him on the left leg, but just the tiniest bit of a nick.
I'm assuming he would use Bardic Inspiration, probably on the next person who goes, which would be Kyra. So
Sounds good.
there you go.
All right. It is the Minotaur.
Bardic inspiration.
Uh, you notice at that moment that there is another standing over here in the door. And they say something in Abyssal. It just sounds to most of you like Grocker. Farron knows that they just said charge, basically.
Okay.
And
Charging!
this one hauls straight at Gitgarat.
Yikes.
So his attack.
I'm so afraid.
What are you going
Oops,
apparently?
that didn't work. So I'm gonna have to roll some dice. Apparently.
Roll a natural 1
Did you really?
on my second attack.
Wow.
All right. So.
No, this dice.
So his attack is not gonna hit. Yeah, he only hit an armor class of 12. So that's
Not even close.
that's all he can do. The other one is kind of 50-50. So he's also gonna try to take a swing at you. And he also misses. Yeah, that was with a great axe. So they both miss. Kyra, back to you.
Still like kind of going, what in the world is going on?
It was very quiet.
I heard Farron say they're charging. So
Yeah, you probably heard the clomp, clomp, clomp of his hooves.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, well, so I guess what I would do is put this down. Okay. I'm still kind of going, this is really, really weird. So I think what I'll just do is I will another. Trying to see how far this just. It's 30 feet. Yeah, this is 30 feet. Alright, let me see how far I am from this wall right here. Alright, yeah, I can reach from there, but I'm just gonna walk this way. And then I guess I'll just try to this guy here. And I will introduce him. So I just
Okay, make an attack.
plus 7, 20.
That hits.
And
2d8.
8.
So this
12 damage.
flame flickers to life inside in your palm, and you hurl it down at him. It singes his right arm for 12 damage. You said.
12 damage.
All right.
8 and 4.
Okay, he's looking pretty rough.
And then I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. I've never seen like people horns. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Get Grop.
Alright. I'm just gonna straight up smash. I wanna go after this one now. I don't wanna. This guy's messed up in front of me, but I wanna take on the guy who just charged in.
Okay.
No, I don't hit that time.
That's a miss. That is
I don't
also a
hit that time
miss.
either.
So you
Goodness
whoosh,
gracious.
whoosh. You swing down on his right side as he dodges to the left. You swing down on his left side as he dodges to the right. You're like, you know, curse under your breath or
Yeah.
something.
That's basically it.
Bonus action?
No. I don't
Okay,
think so.
and I'm assuming you're not moving.
Nope.
Okay, Farron.
Alright, I'm going to take another shot at this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits. That's a 20. No, sorry, that's a
Mhm.
19.
Yep. You pierce one of the hands on his battle axe.
13 points of damage.
All right. He's still standing, but
Alright, save attack.
barely.
Yeah, that is going to be a 21 hit. And an extra 7.
All right, and with that, the arrow. You catch him. You find a line of sight. The only line of sight you can see between your two companions, and it is you catch him on the. You catch him on the leg, the right foot, I should say. Let me do something because this is looking very confusing to me. Okay, there we So he goes down, and the other one lets out a bellow. He's very angry.
I'm going to move up to here, and as he's screaming, I'm going to burn 2 sorcery points to quicken a chromatic orb into it.
Okay.
Just at level 1. Luck. Oh, that's the wrong way. 18.
That hits.
Right, so you take 3d8. That is a 6. And I threw the dice away. I know, wait, my hand. That was a 6, a 4, so that's 10, and a 6, so 16.
Okay. What kind of damage?
What kind of damage is that?
Acid.
I'm gonna burn its skin off with acid.
How much damage was it?
16.
16.
6, 4, and 6.
All right. So you catch him in the shoulder, and you smell burning flesh, melting flesh, essentially.
And
Right.
then I shall step back.
All right, Kaylin.
Step. And I'm done.
Alright. He's gonna do his normal attacks.
Okay.
17.
That hits.
20. 12
Solid
damage.
damage. Yeah,
then
you
his
catch
offhand,
him right in the
16.
arm, and just this like gout of blood pours out from it. Both hit. So that's a total of 19 damage. Okay, second hit catches him across the in the shoulder, on the opposite shoulder from where Farron just melted him a little bit. And it's his turn. Enraged, he is going to take a swing at let's see. He's still going to try to get Grot, but this time he's making a reckless attack. 20 hit your armor class?
Mine is 20 exactly.
So that is a hit. So he does. That is gonna be. Ooh.
First
Ouch.
real damage of all game.
Crap, the invincible.
Ouch. You take 23 points of slashing damage. He comes down on you with a horrendous attack to your left arm. A big
Was a tickle.
chunk as his blade bites into your flesh. Attacks on him will now have advantage.
Nice.
Kyra, you're up.
So kind of seeing this axe come out of the air around the corner and slice into Get right. I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah. So what am I gonna do? So I walk. Excuse me, pardon me. Over here. Can I see him at this point, or do I need to get a little closer?
What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna cantrip him.
I'm gonna give him half cover.
Okay, so if I come here.
Yeah.
I can come down one more. I still have enough speed. I just want to know how close I need.
Probably, yeah. I mean, that's. Let me check something. I need to get the new. They did some new. I don't know if you guys have seen them. They did some new DM screens. I want to get just because they have such good reference sheets on them. I could probably make my own, but let's just. I wonder if that's on here, actually. I
I
should
can
just
come
check.
down one more if it'll make it.
Yeah, let me check. Let me just check something. Oh, that's not what I want. Damn it. Where's that sheet? Piece of paper, where are you? Where did it go? What the hell? I must have moved it somewhere. There it is. Let's see if this has got it.
If I can't see good, I will just come down one more because I'm only 20 feet.
There we go. Where? Okay, that one's fine. That's fine. Where you're at right now.
All right, then I'm just gonna cancel them again. I'm gonna
Okay.
produce mine.
Okay.
High enough. Ooh, I don't know if I did. Ah! 13.
13 misses.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to cast a healing word on 2 hit points.
Okay.
Just a little bit, just a teeny one.
Yay!
I'm gonna do it at 2nd level. Let me post that. That looks like. So I did that one, which did that work, and then I'm going to do healing word. That's level 6. I'm gonna do that. Alright, so twice. Okay, so plus my spell multiplier. You heal 8 points.
Ooh.
All right, you have a little bit of movement left if you want to step back, and then get rot. It's your turn.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go like this, step out of Farron's way, and there you go. That's it. That's all I
One
can
second,
do.
I need to check something out.
That's all I can do. Spend my spell slot.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Burning Smite on my. What's it called? My my Warhammer. And I'm gonna smack his head. Hopefully. Nope. I'm not gonna smack his head. I'm gonna try again. Okay, there we go.
That'll hit.
So it's 4 plus 8, then plus the 3 radiant damage. Sadly.
15, that's
So that's 12 plus 3, 15 total. Right.
Yep.
That'll do. Oh, you know what though? You didn't make those with advantage, so we're gonna say
I
that's your
rolled
first
advantage
attack,
either.
and you
I
can make
didn't
one
roll
more attack.
advantage either.
Oh, okay.
I didn't roll advantage. I forgot about that.
19.
I wouldn't have made it anyways.
19 hits.
Nice.
So it takes
So that will
another
be
5 damage.
yeah. So 20 damage in all.
Nice.
Okay, whittling him down.
Slowly.
He takes another chop on his shoulder, or another hammer on his shoulder, and one on his arm. You guys are pounding on his right arm, and his shoulders are, he's still maintaining his grip on his battle axe, but or great axe, whatever you want to call it. All right, Farron.
Alright, I'll move up through here.
Yeah.
And I will take shots at him. Am I getting advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Alright. An 18.
Mm-hmm.
Another one on that one. Really? 10 damage. That was including sneak attack.
Okay.
Wow.
And yeah, I rolled 2 3s.
That was terrible.
And then second attack. This dice can go away. That's another one. It's from about 3 ones in a row. What's that? 16 to hit.
It's a good thing you had that advantage. That would have been terrible.
Even worse. 6 points of damage.
Ugh, we're rolling like terribly, man.
So 16 off total.
Okay.
And that's all I would do except if I was stand back.
All right. 2 more arrows stick out of his left arm and his left leg. Kalen.
Alright. Kalen's gonna... No, I'm assuming just do the same thing. With his longswords.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
That'll miss. But
Hey!
a lot of crits.
Oh, he gets what's it called as well, doesn't he? Advantage
Oh
as well?
yeah, well that's fine. All he needed was 1 hit. So
Okay.
with a tremendous slash of his his longsword in his right leg, it takes him down. He hobbles the Minotaur, and the Minotaur breathes his last breath and falls to the floor.
Nice.
All right.
Gigra opens up his open bottle of brandy and pours it on top of the a little bit on top of the Minotaurs.
All right.
All right, so where are we going next, guys? I'm assuming there's gonna be more of these guys out here.
You see now that this door is open, and you imagine they were posted as another set of guards.
All right, so I guess we're gonna head down this corridor here.
All right. So you and
gonna
Caleb
be-
start heading down there. Farron and Kyra, are you gonna?
I'm gonna pick up my arrows though.
There are two doors alongside of you.
Can I collect my arrows though, shot?
How many did you fire?
I shot 6. 1 missed.
All right, roll roll a d6 minus 1.
4, so 3. Okay.
So you pick up 3 of them.
Okay.
Did we actually go into this one down here?
Which one?
This room?
Yes.
I mean, no people
Yeah,
came
that's
out
the
of it.
library.
That's the
Oh, yeah.
that's the room that
I
Farron
rated that one.
raided.
Are you guys done in that other room?
I went through here. This is just like a hallway. And then this was the place that we couldn't get into, but we got into there eventually.
Well, on the other side of this.
I just opened the door and I walked through.
Oh, the door's already open.
Okay,
Yeah, the
I-
door's been open.
On the other side of that, probably goes around for a hallway. I don't know how, but
It
it
does.
gets into the kitchen somehow.
It does. Is this one open too? Oh yeah, it should be because that's the one that I was gonna go in, but then everybody went the other.
No, that door was closed.
Because the guy opened it. That unless somebody closed
Yeah,
it.
but
behind
it's been a
That was
long
like
rest.
12 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody went and closed it. Okay.
Also, you notice that the two monks and the priest are not in here.
How dare you clean up their dead bodies?
Apparently, someone has.
I go and I just turn the door and push it open. Is it locked?
That door is not locked.
Okay, so I just push it
It
open.
was just closed.
Okay, and I go in. We walk in. I'm mad now because they interrupted my shopping.
All right, so there's
So
these
you
two
enter a
doors here.
hallway. It's about 50 feet long. You see 2 doors to the south there is a window to the north that shows you do see, you can all see into this this kind of central corridor. In fact, since you can see into there, let me give you the description of that room.
I think you did last time.
That is, oops. So the sandstone court. There's a long, narrow court, is paved in red sandstone. To the north stands, well, you don't know that. To the north stands a set of double doors, copper-sheathed doors, emblazoned with a triangular symbol. Doors also exit to the court to the east and west. There are several narrow windows that you can see that you're looking through along the south wall. There are 4 gargoyle statues guarding the door, each facing the court with a ferocious leer. One thing that you may not have been clear or may have been forgotten is that the monks thus far have all been wearing gargoyle masks. There's these kind of like chintzy, kind of sort of cheap, but just, you know, these kind of like ferocious looking gargoyle masks. They're not actually gold, but they're cast and foiled to look like they are gold.
Alright. So I'd like to check the door next to me. Is it locked?
That door is. Let's see that door. I can see what I will do next time. I'll save myself some time. That door is not locked.
Okay, so I just open the door and peek in.
Surprise!
Okay. It is an empty room. This room is arranged as a very uncomfortable looking barracks. Let me show you what. Open the. Sorry.
That's good.
I forgot to do that. There you go. Uncomfortable looking barracks. 10 thin pallets are rolled up along the walls, beside neatly folded piles of clothing, plain dun-colored robes and sandals. 2 of the clothing piles also include golden masks in the shape of scowling gargoyle faces. There are no other furnishings. A single window looks toward the canyon wall to the south.
If Agick goes in there,
Yeah,
I
I'm not interested, so I close the door.
I open it and go in there because I want one of those masks.
Okay.
I checked this door. Is it locked?
I don't
Is there
believe so.
anything in here that looks valuable? Or I pass it up, or any letters, or notes, scribblings, or something like that.
Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna poke my head around the corner.
That door is locked. Get Grot.
I motion Farron over and it's locked. Would you mind opening it for me?
Okay. I was about to head up the hallway just to the door up the top, just to make sure there's no like bad guys on the other side waiting for us.
Do you want me to look?
Yeah, let me just go up and stick your ear to it and have a listen.
Alright, yeah. So I try to listen for people up the hallway. What should I roll? Perception?
Yes, perception, exactly.
17.
Okay, you don't hear anything.
Nice.
12 investigation.
You don't find anything other than what I described.
All right, I pick up 2 of the masks and I just pop them in the bag.
Okay.
Just in case.
I rolled an 11. And locked the door.
You stop before you break one of your tools.
Yeah, okay.
This for whatever reason you're just not having luck with this one.
Yeah.
Do you want me to knock it down, Farron?
Sure.
gonna try to knock it down.
All right.
9.
Okay. You, it doesn't budge.
Really
I would roll. I would try again.
possible.
Does any of these? Can I try these keys after they?
19.
All right.
You know,
You kind of rub your
stand back and
shoulder,
give you a little bit more
step
of a
back,
run up.
try the other shoulder, and
Yeah, I get a running start this time.
give
and then
give
smash
an
through.
extra push, and smash through the door.
Nice.
Oh,
Oops.
Everybody was in there. They knew you were coming.
Yep.
Um,
The first one was just a knock. It was a courtesy knock.
We're not-
Courtesy. Shoulder
Curtis is
barge.
gone now. Just gone.
all right. 8 simple bunks line the walls of this room, each with a small trunk at the foot of the bed. A small table and several wooden chairs stand in the middle of the room near an iron stove. 5 of the bunks are bare, but 3 are comfortably made up with sheets, pillows, and blankets.
All right, I pick the door up and put it back, and then walk away.
It's not
I
off the
go in
hinges.
there
It's still
and
on the
just take a-
hinges. You just,
Okay.
basically
But I
busted
just
the
put it
lock.
back. I just close the door.
I go in there and do the same thing. Just want to make sure that we're not leaving any information or anything valuable behind.
Sure. Give me a investigation.
I am not using my gun. I'm using the gun. That's better.
Emotion of Farron. How's that door feel?
Um,
You got to-
One of the foot lockers is locked.
Ooh.
It's actually an iron. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. Below one of the beds, you find an iron coffer that is locked.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it heavy? Is it big or is it tiny?
I mean, it's a coffer, so.
All right. I'm just gonna. I'll make a note of it and I'll tell Fair when he gets a chance.
Is this door locked? Don't remember. The last
Um,
door. Hallway?
That door is not locked.
I will open it slowly. Slowly.
Oops, sorry. Might
A heavy wooden shutter covers the window of this room,
Mm-hmm.
making it quite dark inside. It's also very warm due to a large iron stove in the middle with a well-stoked fire. 10 uncomfortable-looking pallets lie in the floor amid tidy piles of iron arms and armor.
I whisper to Farron, we'll keep this door a secret, okay?
Somebody just called my not name. Hang on.
My not name.
Oh, hey, Dan. Not really my name that I use.
I'm sorry. Can you unlock this, please? And I just pointed out to him politely.
Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at you. I don't use that name unless I'm trying to be all fancy. And yeah,
It's a nice name.
it's an elf name.
Oh, I'm an elf.
I'm half an elf.
Yeah, but
But
not
you're
like
nice.
elves.
You're a nice elf.
Okay.
That is a 19 to open up though.
Yes, that will do. You also recall that you have, let's see,
Keys.
you also recall that you have still 2 keys that you haven't tried, and
Yep.
uh,
I tried them on anything but doors.
there's this coffer contains 120 gold pieces. You quickly
Ooh.
count out 90 electrum pieces. Cloth of gold, priestly vestments, similar to the one you saw on the priest that you killed.
Mhm. Yeah.
They look quite valuable. In fact, they are worth, when you get to town, you will find they are worth 40 gold pieces.
Nice. How much gold did you say that was in there?
120 gold pieces, 90 electrum, cloth of gold, priestly vestments, worth 40 gold pieces.
Anything else?
A leather pouch containing 2 gold bracelets,
Oh,
worth 30 gold pieces each,
nice.
and 3 scrolls.
Oh, I will take a look at those.
Between you, Farron, and Kaylin, within a minute or so, you can figure out. One is Earthbind. One is Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Oh.
And Transmute Rock.
Ooh.
Free gold.
Well, you guessed that this was probably the priest that you killed.
Yeah.
He couldn't get back to his stuff quick enough. Oh well.
Well, so you get grub.
So
My gold is in knowledge. Might be very interesting.
I actually pick all this and put it in my own bag, but I make note of it just to make sure that it's separate from my own stuff. Because I'm just thinking about how I had to stuff things in the other one, and things were like trying to pop out. So I put this in my own stuff, and I'm just gonna make a note of it. And I just tell Aaron, I say, just remind me when we're getting all this stuff that we hand all this out equally.
I mean, hold on to those scrolls for now.
No, I'll hold on to the scroll.
But I have all the other ones.
You said you had no room, so sorry.
It's paper.
It's all sorry. And then Picard is waiting for us.
I like grab you on the shoulder. I'd be like,
What are you going
put
to
on
give
the
me?
winning smile.
What are you going to give me for these three scrolls?
I am not in the front of combat, and they're probably better off with me anyway.
I start walking away. It's. I want to hear like what he's going to give me for the.
You know, my winning charm usually works.
It's cute, honey, and I just keep walking.
It's persuade what I want.
Kaylin's like, did she just call you honey?
You're honey too. Everybody's a honey. Anybody I think is cute is a honey. You're cute.
Wow.
That explains a lot. Get gratis.
Hey, I've only called 2 people honey. That's it. Excuse me, and I go in there and I do the same thing for expediency because I know Gigrot's like, we're just gonna go and we're gonna just pound heads, and I'm like, all right, well, I will stay behind and just do the looking.
This room
ahead of me is
doesn't
the,
seem to be doesn't really seem to have anything. You kind of find some remnants that suggest this might be where the Durgar sleep, possibly some of the other monks as well.
Yeah, and no like little notes or scribblings. So
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
I walk out. I say, nothing's in there. I said, oh, have you come to give
More
me
barracks.
something in exchange for these 3 scrolls?
Well, I mean, usually I don't have. See, I've traveled with you more than
smiling.
long enough that it's not working anymore. Apparently,
No.
I mean, it usually works.
It used to. I mean, you're very charming. You really are. But I've gotten used to that charm, so now I need extra. And I start walking.
Okay.
I'm assuming this door in front of us is the mess hall. Is that what this was?
That is correct, and it is unlocked.
Alright, I walk through.
There's currently no one in the mess hall.
Alright, I'm gonna continue to the end of the hallway into this door.
I'm beginning to think that the rest of these people that are in this monastery are protecting their investment, which I'm guessing that they had slaves for is this temple that they're digging for underneath this monastery.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm guessing that's their investment, and that's probably what they're protecting.
Well, then
Yeah.
I think that we should be cautious before we just go bust
Of
that
course,
open
I
and walk
agree.
in.
I don't want to be flanked on either side.
So I'm assuming this was just their
Because we
kitchen?
explored the whole
Yeah,
area.
you find a kitchen that's currently unmanned, and there's a storage room with essentially some water supplies and so forth. So hot coals smolder in two big brick hearths, so it's still hot, but it's not being used at the moment. You do smell bread and such. There's sacks of flour,
Anything
casks
freshly
of
cooked?
salted
Or like
fish.
somewhat freshly cooked?
It doesn't look like it. There's crates of dried vegetables, wheels of cheese, all cluttering the walls, along the well-worn tables, and there's
What's the
collection
most useful thing to eat?
of
Yeah.
mismatched cutlery.
That's
The
good
cheese
point.
probably would be the quickest, or the
Alright,
salted
I
fish,
grab a slice of cheese and start munching.
and
I'm
there's
Yeah, I
hungry.
think I'll probably do
salted
the same.
fish as well.
I'm gonna take salted fish.
There's a doorway that leads to the west, and you do find a washroom in there with 3 large wooden tubs on standing in there. There's a door to the north that leads to the monastery exterior, where Kalen and Farian first poked their heads in.
I'm gonna take a minute to fill our water skins, like
Um,
when we're traveling.
you, the water doesn't look like you. We'll say there's water. We'll say there's water in the kitchen. The washroom, you probably wouldn't want to drink that water.
Okay, yeah.
It's kinda
I'll
scuzzy
do
looking.
the kitchen. I'll just take a bit of. Are there any like kind of? I guess there's dried fish. How
There's
would you
just
say
a
I could
small-
get, like maybe 2 rations out of that, maybe.
Uh, sure. Yeah. I mean, there's more than that. They're feeding, 20, 30 men, whatever, men and women.
Right, but-
So
I mean, I can't hold that much, but I would like to put. Okay, I take that back. There's some room in the bag of holding, and I want to put enough in there for the 4 of us, so that when we start walking, we don't have to starve ourselves.
sure. Why don't you put 4 iron rations in there?
Okay.
I'm just grabbing a big cheese wheel right now and munching down.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some of that fish.
I'm gonna lean up against that table out there and wait until Kyra comes back out.
Okay.
I come out holding a wheel of cheese and offer it to Farron and Kalen.
Kalen thanks you heartily and bites into it.
I'll
Ah,
on my
I was
dagger.
feeling a little peckish, my friend. Thank you.
No
I'll pull out
problem.
one of my daggers and like stab it, pull off a chunk on my dagger. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Jeez.
Kyra comes
Whatever's
back
left, I
out,
just throw it on the table or something like that.
and I say,
All
I
right.
pulled some rations for us when we get on the road. Just in the back.
Okay.
And then I guess we're just gonna. I guess the best way to go. We'll go down the big stairs. We're gonna go right down the middle. We're gonna go over to this door.
Isn't that where that creature was?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going and looking at it.
And I'm just gonna
Hold on.
continue.
Hold your horses there,
Not
mister.
just right there. Yeah. I'm not going any further. Not until everybody else catches up.
I don't know well. As you walk past Karen, I'll be like, well, I mean, if you're not willing to part with those scrolls, I mean, I will say you look rather fetching in that rather outfit that I found.
If you recall, I asked your help on having me put it on, but you didn't want to help me, and I
didn't want to
by
be
him
forward, that's all. I mean, but
forward. What do you take me for?
no, I mean, it's not proper.
What do you mean not proper? I just need help with putting on an outfit. I would hope you wouldn't try anything with me. Okay, well, you need what help. So when you think of what you can give me for these 3 skulls, then I will give them to you. And I walk.
You're
And I say, be thinking, make it worth my while. And I just walk.
just shake.
We're ready to go, guys?
Um,
It's one of my pickup moves.
Seems to fail.
It failed. What'd you roll? A 2.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah. Oh, what was that for?
I did a persuasion pickup move on myself, and I rolled a 2. Ah,
You don't even like yourself.
I'm very, very persuasive because that 2 turns into a 13,
Oh darn.
but it's still not very good.
Not today. I don't know. I could roll. See what I go.
Yeah, okay. And I'll follow after.
Oh.
Okay. So, who's opening the door?
I will open the door.
A 2. 20.
Okay, well, I'll roll. See what happens in there.
Okay.
No.
I want you to think of something good. Kyra's, Kaylin's starting to rub off on Kyra a bit.
Being difficult.
So she's been difficult, yeah.
All right.
How much of these?
You open the door. Inside the room, 4 large columns of natural rock dominate this shrine. A wide set of steps descends into darkness in the center of the room, in front of a slab-like stone altar. Large copper-sheathed doors stand in the middle of the south wall, and smaller doors exit to the east and west, which you have just come through the ones on the west. 2 narrow windows in the north wall admit thin fingers of light from outside. Above the altar, a triangular symbol has been chiseled into the heavy stone blocks of the wall, and you recognize this symbol as the symbol of Black Earth. In the center of the room, you see 6 of the monks in the golden masks. You see a 7th figure. Her golden apparently, it's probably not that difficult to notice that as a woman. Her golden mask. Kyra probably notices it outright. Everyone else, why don't you give me a perception checks?
What was her name?
I'll look up the leader's name. I have it written
Perception. Where are you? Perception. There you are.
down. The Abyss. The Abyss.
Ew.
Is it the Abyss?
Probably.
That is your guess.
I rolled a 4.
Oh,
Okay.
perception?
Yeah.
I write everything down.
It is a 20.
Okay. And how about for Kaylin?
Oh yes, Kaylin. Perception.
All right. So, Kaylin, everyone but Gitgrot, you all notice
Usual.
that the female's mask, the eyes are covered solid. There's no eye holes. So she's wearing a golden gargoyle mask with no eye holes, whereas the others have the golden gargoyle mask with eye holes. They're all sitting cross-legged on the floor, apparently in some kind of a meditation. But as soon as you open the door, she kind of snarls and says, so you finally decided to show yourselves. Fools! You do not know with what force you are meddling. She says. And then she
A
says,
fake force.
get them!
Are you
And-
the Abyss, I presume?
And
Can't have a
she,
conversation.
yeah, that's not gonna happen. She says, "Get them,"
Yeah.
and the monks pretty much jump up to their feet. They jump to their
I'm all
feet,
like,
and let's go ahead with some initiative.
Come at me, bro.
alright.
Where is it? I keep missing it. There
Change
it
up
is.
the
12. Nice.
music
Is
a
this
little
funny
bit.
that she's got eye hole? You'd get that phone.
Oh!
Cool.
Natural 20. 22 for me. That's nice. 22. I might not be nice. I'm not gonna be able to
Really?
get in. Be like, can I step over the door?
Lame.
I have to use it's like the terrain to go through you. It's more so since I'm walking through you. It's rough
Would I be
terrain.
through the door, or would I just open the door? Might be. Should have asked.
You just open the door, and like literally as soon as the door swings open, you're the first one to see what's in the room, and as soon as the door opens, she immediately said she heard you
Gotcha.
or whatever. She immediately says, what she said. And then she says, "Get the intruders," or something like that. But, of course, that's a horrible female voice, but forgive me.
It's all good. I understand.
Do I have the monks? I think I have the monks on here. Don't, so I'm gonna roll for them. They are right here. They have that, so they are on that. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, that was terrible. I should have muted myself. All right. She is quick. She is going to. What's she gonna do? She jumps to her feet. She's gonna take a defensive position. So she moves over here and gets in kind of like a combat stance. Kyra, what do you want to do?
Well, I gotta get in there and see. I imagine. So, I'm gonna take the 10 movement to get through Kick Rock. So that would be 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, 20. I'm gonna move after I cast this spell. So 20. To here.
Okay.
I don't say, I tried to talk, but you were like, get them, and I didn't really appreciate that, and that really wasn't a very nice thing, and blight you! And I'm gonna blight her.
You're gonna do what?
Blight her.
Okay.
Level 4 blight.
Okay.
I wanted to roll, but since it's already there, I'll just take the 36. I suppose I didn't really want to, but I didn't take that off. Let's see what I would have gotten. So she needs to do a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Let me check something really quick. Okay. All right. So. Okay. Natural 20. So she makes it.
She takes half.
So
Of
she will
36
take.
damage.
So that's 18 damage. That's, is that necrotic? Yeah,
Yep.
18
Yeah.
necrotic. Okay. Okay, so she kind of grunts. Like you can tell she's, she's a monk, so she's trained to, handle herself.
She's having a malicious suck down.
And then I go, yeah, so I'm just gonna move back here. There.
Okay.
And there.
Sure, that's fine. All right.
And that's all I can do.
All right, the monks are up. So let's see. I think these guys can do this way. From where you're at, right, that guy can get you. That guy cannot. That guy okay, so those three can get to you. these
Bring it.
three. Wait, is there? They might have extra movement. Let me check something. They do. So they actually can all get to you. Even these guys. Okay, that dude can't. All right. They are, as you expect, they are monks, so they tend to move quickly. So this is gonna happen. This one, can he do it? I think he can. So yeah, easily. All right, so one of them is going to run around to that side. They're basically going to surround you, Kyra, these three. The other three are going to try to get in Gitgrot's face. And this one just kind of stands back in essentially a defensive position. Alright, so there you go. That's happening. And now they're going to make attacks. So, three, how many do they get to take?
I got this. I got you.
They each take 2 attacks. Alright, so 6 attacks total on Kyra. I'm going to do 2 at a time. Alright, so here's the first 2. That is 2 11s plus, no, 2 2 15s rather. What's your AC?
17.
Okay, so that first guy misses. Second guy, so it's a 6. Okay, 2 more misses, and finally 1 hit. So you take you take 6 bludgeoning damage from one of the last of those attacks. Okay. The 2 in front of Gitgrot, basically gonna do the same thing. First 2 attacks, 18 misses.
Can he get through that door?
22 hits you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the door is open, so they're just attacking through the doorway. So you take, you also take, you take 5 bludgeoning.
Okay.
From 1 smack to the face. Oh, let's see where he actually hit you. Clocks you in the shoulder. Somehow it just twists you the wrong way. That was 5 hit points. So that's all the monks. Gitgrot, you're up.
Alright, so the one in front of me is getting hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Hammer time.
14
That is going to just hit.
for 8, and then 22 for 9.
Okay, so he takes a total of 17 damage. Tougher than he looks. He is still standing.
Okay. That's it.
But he looks uncomfortable. he grunts twice. You kind of like you like smash him in the chest with your first hit, and then you like smash down on one of his feet with the other hit, and he kind of like hops off it like ugh. All right, Farron, what do you want to do?
I will shoot the one that's in the door. For a 21.
That hits.
Okay, so he takes shot, sneak attack. 12 points of damage.
Okay. The arrow pierces through his left arm, and that apparently is all the punishment that he can take.
Okay, cool.
He falls to the floor.
I would then like to move.
Okay.
So I get 5, And then so if I wanted to get to where he is,
Mm-hmm.
to here.
That'll be 20 right on top of him.
Alright, so 25 to there, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
Well, no, because you still have to climb over him. So we're gonna say that's
another
that's
10?
that's
So
pretty
that's
much as
30?
far as you could go.
Okay, cool. And then I would like to use Misty Step.
Besides, if you
With
moved
my
from there,
bonus
you'd take an
action?
opportunity attack anyway. So I doubt you'd want to.
I'm Misty
Okay.
Step.
Okay. Bonus action.
So I will bonus Misty Step 30 feet to there.
Okay.
There. And then I can take my second attack.
Sure.
Okay. And I will attack number 2 dude here.
Yeah.
And is that right?
Yeah.
Movement between attacks. Okay. 18 plus 7. Yeah. Pardon? Yeah.
I'm thinking you're supposed to do the attacks at the same time. I think you can move before and after the attack, but I don't know if you can split the attack like that. But it's kind of cool, so I'm gonna let you do it anyway. But I gotta look that up after the game. So yeah, so you blip over there, and which one were you shooting at? Number 2?
Number blue. Yeah, blue 2.
Okay.
He took 9 points of piercing.
Oh, what was the armor class?
Oh, it was an 18 plus 7.
Oh yeah, okay. And he took 9. All right, so he takes a arrow to the stomach and is not happy. He clutches it, snaps it off.
Probably waiting for me to move out of range, and then it just disappears in smoke and appears.
All right, you're done, right?
Far away to the smoke. Yep, that's
All
me
right.
done.
That'll be Kaylin.
Alright, so
I would say that Kaylin knows well enough to... He could sneak around to here without getting an opportunity attack and give himself advantage on the attack.
Yeah. Alright, that's what he's gonna do.
It takes all of his movement to do it, but he could do it.
And then
I mean, technically he should go into this square, but I'm just gonna say he slides around.
okay.
He's wily.
Exactly, yeah.
He dances. Well, you know what? Give me an acrobatics roll. Why not? Let's see what happens. Let's make it fun and challenging. Oh! He dances over your shoulder, across the fallen guy, and around the one standing beside him, who does a double take at the elegance of the movement. So go ahead and
And he
make
just
2 attacks
slashes
with
him twice in
advantage.
the back.
Remember to click the button for advantage, dude.
Alright, where's that at? I don't see
Top
that.
right.
Top right.
On the sheet.
On the sheet.
On your.
All the way at the top of the sheet on the right. You can't miss it.
I don't see it.
Okay, it's right below experience. Sorry.
Yeah, on your journal sheet. The journal tab.
Core. You're on the core page.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Oh, advantage. I see it.
I got it for you. So just go ahead
I
and
got
roll it.
you.
So, so 15 hits, so just make another attack. With advantage. Alright, 22.
22.
So 2 attacks. Technically he should have one more chance to get a 20, so hold that thought. Just do another regular. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, okay, it didn't matter anyway. Okay, so 2 hits. The first one, so he takes 9, so he takes a total of 16 points of slashing damage from Kaylin's longswords. Not happy at all after that display of acrobatics. And his left foot and his left leg is getting brutalized by Kaylin, so
Just taking out his legs.
yep, he's not happy. Alright, so Helen Ray is going to similarly take advantage of combat, and she gets into the fray. She is going to take 3 attacks at Kaylin. Let me make sure that's right. That is correct. And she is okay. Plus, okay, so she makes 3 attacks. And let's see if any of them are success. Oh wait, it's all with advantage too. So, all right. So here we go. First attack is gonna hit. Second attack is also gonna hit, and third attack is also gonna hit. So 3 hits. The damage is going to be 1, 3. Ooh, brutal hit. Okay, total of 32 bludgeoning damage, and I need Kaylin to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm sorry, a constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. There you go.
Oh no! Kaylin is stunned.
How
So
much
she.
damage did you take overall?
What did I say? 32. 32 bludgeoning. And he is now stunned. Which one is this? Looks good. His brain rot. Oh, that'll work. Whatever you want. You got one. So he is stunned. That means until the end of his. Until the end of when is it? Until the end of her next turn. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Stunned means you are incapacitated, can't move, can speak only falteringly, and automatically fail Dex and Strength saving throws. And enemy attacks have advantage.
Yep. And
He's in trouble. Yep. Cannot take actions or reactions, so he's in trouble.
He's in trouble.
All right, so that is the end of her turn, and next up is Kyra.
Okay, I'm gonna thunder wave these people.
Nice. Let it leash. Let it unleash. Did you imagine that the thunder wave that? Oh no, Kaylin didn't do a thunder wave. He used this blade storm of daggers or whatever the hell it's called. Blade storm.
Yeah,
Cloud of daggers. That's what it is. Thank you.
Cloud of daggers, yes.
Yeah. He was going to use the thunder wave.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll 4.
So that's Constitution saves,
level.
right?
3rd level. That's it.
That's
And I went up and by. Anyways.
nice.
Alright, so
Okay. One of them saves. The one to the blue number 4 is the only one that makes his save.
I guess one can't be pushed.
So he doesn't get pushed. The one that's against the wall, number 1 can't be pushed. He just
Push
gets,
him up the wall.
he just gets
falls.
pressed into the wall. This guy goes back 10 feet.
Just go down, just crash, and boom, he knocks him up. into the sky.
Was that at 2nd level or 3rd level?
That
Okay,
was
so
at 3rd
3d8.
level. Alright, here we go.
Can she have knocked this guy like off the wall so that he falls back down again?
That would be cool. 23 damage.
Yeah, we'll say he gets knocked prone. That I like that. 23 damage. Wow. On 3d8?
damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, I rolled pretty good.
23 damage on 3d8?
That's right.
You rolled 2 8s and a 7?
No, I rolled. I'll tell you what I rolled. I rolled an 8, a 4, a 6, and a 5.
It's not 48, it's 2d8. Oh, you did a 3rd level. I apologize. You did it 3rd level, not. I was thinking. Right. Okay, it's a 1st level spell. Yes. I'm sorry. Okay, perfect. Okay, so 23. All right, fantastic. That's a nice solid hit. So the 2 that failed, you kill outright. The other one, their ears bleed, their noses bleed, and they crumple to the ground. The one that failed, his hair kind of gets blown back, or not his hair, his robes kind of get blown back behind him, and he kind of grunts and just manages to like stand his ground. Doesn't look happy.
That's what you get for surrounding me.
He probably saw it coming and like crashed down into my phone.
Something like that. He was just in the right pose at the right moment. Okay, anything else?
Let's see. Oh, and I'm going to healing word Kaylin.
Okay.
Because I can see from there that he's like not good. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if I want to spend that. I might have to. I don't want him to die. Okay. I'm just gonna do it at second level. Healing word at second level. Or can I do that? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't, because I can't do that. All right, so I'm just gonna be like, don't die. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna move. Okay, that's it. That's all I can do. Can't do anything else.
Okay.
Don't die, Kaylin. That's all I can do. Just say that.
All right, the monks are now up. So this one here, witnessing the damage you just did, is going to try to assist his partner so they can still maintain advantage on their attacks against you. So here's the first attack. First Kyra, and that is, I think is going to miss, right? That's only a 13. So the first attack misses. Second attack, oh my god, a 5 and a 2 on the die is also going to miss. Okay, so the first guy misses his 2 attacks. He withstood the damage, but he's still a little out of sorts from that. Second attack hits. I mean, first attack from the second guy hits, and same thing with the second. Okay, so you have 2 hits from one of the dudes. That is a total of 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I will kill you all too. I don't mind doing that again. I have spell slots.
Oh, fuck, I screwed up. It wouldn't have made a difference. Okay, so I forgot something, so I just realized. All right, that's those 2 guys. The one remaining monk is going to turn around and take a couple of shots at Kaylin, following the command of his leader. So that's going to be 2 successful hits. Those are not auto crits, though, luckily.
No.
That's only if you're unconscious.
Paralyzed.
Yeah, or paralyzed, right. Yeah, okay. Alright, so, but he does take another 10 bludgeoning damage.
Let me put in my...
Somebody gonna mark him down, or should I do it?
I'm sorry. What was the end?
He took another 10 bludgeoning damage. I got it.
Okay.
He's down to 13 hit points. Alright, Gigrot, you're up.
Alright, so I'm gonna. If I move over here, to this area, do I take an attack of opportunity?
You do not.
Okay, so I'm gonna heal, as much as I can, Kaylin. With lesser
Is he
restoration.
paralyzed?
Not lesser restoration. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong one.
Those other people in the first
Yeah, in the...
Did you mean to do
Do
lesser
cure
restoration, or you
wounds.
gonna do
No,
cure
I meant
wounds?
to do
Cure wounds,
I meant to
right?
do cure wounds at level
Yeah.
2, yeah.
Okay, so no sweat. All right.
11 hit points.
So he goes back up by 11. That he is grateful. Oh shit!
Oh, he went minus.
I know I hit minus instead of plus. I got
I
it.
know, it just looks devastating.
I got
from
it, I
here.
got
So
it.
I was like, oh my gosh! Get Croc killed him!
Yeah.
There you go. Now he's correct.
I can use because lay on hands a.
Land's hands is an action.
Okay. Dang. All right, then I guess that's really it.
Okay.
Actually, hold up. I'm gonna use Shield of Faith on him.
As
I
bonus
think Shield
action.
of Faith is a bonus action.
Yeah, very good. All right, Farron, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna move over to here and then to there, and I will take a shot at blue 4.
Okay.
Natural 19,
Okay.
and rubbish. 9 points of damage. 9 points of piercing.
Okay.
Die! Die!
I'll take another shot at the same person. 17 to hit.
You did have number 4 take half damage, right?
Yeah. He attempts to block to knock it out of the air.
Okay.
But his timing is just off by a hair. And it does strike him true. So.
Ooh, for 10 points of damage.
Yeah, that was
better.
way more than he needed. So, with 2 more arrows piercing from his body, you get him in the left hand and the left foot. And somehow, he tried to block the arrow, and instead of blocking it, it went right through his palm. And he kind of looks at it, and then the next arrow catches him in the foot, and it like pins him to the ground. But then he falls over from a loss of blood anyway.
What you get for surrounding me?
All right.
And then,
bonus
oh yeah,
action.
I'm gonna roll them 2 sorcery points, and I'm gonna chromatic orb this lady with a level 3.
Oh, goodbye. Well, she meant I need goodbye.
Okay.
Just got
Lightning. Chromatic orb.
As lightning damage.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna spend a luck because that was not a good roll. Come on, don't be like that again. Okay, that's better. 15.
That's an attack roll.
Yeah.
That misses.
Oh,
So the orb crackles and sparks in your hand, and you hurl it at her. It nicks off the column and skims right over her shoulder and hits the wall behind her.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
It was a 3 and then a 7. Ugh.
Awful rolls.
All right.
Awful rolls.
Kaylin
Ugh.
is like mumbling silliness and trying to figure out clear.
In abyssal.
What did you shout?
I just shout bitch at her in abyssal.
Oh, okay. She doesn't appear to understand you. So Kaylin is kind of mumbling to himself incoherently. And then Helen Ray is up again. So she's going to take 3 more attacks at Kaylin with advantage. First attack. Oh my gosh! I rolled 2 freaking 3s on her first attack. So that misses. Even with a 10, that misses horribly. Her second attack hits, however. And so she was distracted by the bolt of lightning that went over, or the ball, I should say, the little miniature ball of lightning that went over her shoulder. So her first miss, second,
Even with that bonus AC,
and
man,
third
so-
hit. So she hits twice, Kaylin, for, let's see how strong these hits are. For 19 bludgeoning damage. And let's see if let me check something here. Okay, yeah, so that's just a standard attack. 19 damage.
Is he still standing?
I
will
believe
save
so.
you.
I think he's got a couple hit points. He had 20. He had 24, so he goes down by 19. Tyler, you still with us?
Yep.
Okay. So he's down to 5 hit points. Just barely standing.
right.
That's gonna do it for
Wait,
her.
did you count in the +2 from Shield of Faith?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
She was way over.
Goodness gracious.
All right.
Yeah, because
Okay.
she's attacking with advantage. So.
That's true.
So.
I'm gonna have to kill that guy right there.
That's it for her. So Kyra, back to you.
All right, so I like get up, and I like curl my nails all long and slash the guy in front of me.
Okay.
There's that. So, yeah, super attack roll. All right, come on. Ooh, no, it's not too great. 15.
15 hits.
Good. You got hit. All right. 2d10. 2d10 for the big one. Don't hit. That's good, babe. Oh! Look at this! Zero and 0. That's 20. 20.
All right.
I can't believe I rolled that.
You wound him grievously.
Picture.
You
Wolverine him just
so Kyra pulls her hand back. It claws grow from her fingertips, and with a primal snarl, she just guts this guy. Rips across his stomach, entrails spill on the floor. He looks down, and without a word, his eyes go wide. You can barely see them through the mask, and then you hear him clattering to the floor in a pile.
Okay, and then
just Wolverine that guy.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
that was brutal.
Oh, let's see,
In his head.
because if
I
I
also
cast
would've
a spell,
accepted-
I am going to cast a spell.
Up into the brain.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. See, she's being all monk-like. That's not even gonna work. All right. I am going to do this. It's within. How far am I? Yep, I'm close enough. I'm gonna put this right here. I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere right here. You know what? No, change my mind. I changed my mind. Colin's looking pretty
That's
dead.
not a
I'm
bonus
gonna cast-
action, right?
It is a bonus action. Oh no, it's not. It's an action.
No,
It's
yeah,
a
so
bonus.
you
The second
can't
one.
do that.
Never mind. All right, I will cast. Since I didn't cast something, I will cast Healing Word at 3rd level. Okay, I will do that. That I know I can do. Healing Word, 3rd level to. Oh. Get my heal himself right now. Healing Word. Where's Healing Word? Where is Healing Word? There it is. Boop. At 3rd level, fix. There we go. So, he will heal. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, that's better. Oh, it's horrible. 10. He gets 10.
Okay. Very nice. Tyler,
And
you got
since
that?
I am now free to move,
Yep.
I'm gonna move out of this section. Five, 10, 15, 25, 30. There. There we go. That's all I can do. That's it.
Okay. Good turn for Kyra. And let's see here.
I spell slap.
So, there's one monk remaining.
I need to.
One monk remaining. He is going to take his attacks at He's gonna take his attacks at Kalen. Try to take out Kalen. First attack. Oh, Kalen is no longer stunned.
Okay.
First attack is a miss. Second attack is a hit. Kalen takes another 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
What did he roll?
Cutting words as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. He can cutting words. That's right.
What did he roll?
Oh, it was 22
Nice.
to hit.
is
So
not a fun one to
he
deal
can do cutting words.
Cutting with the damage.
He can cutting words of damage. Yeah, instead of the attack. Yeah, they'll probably just hit him kind of more.
Yeah. It's probably the best
Yeah.
idea.
Wait, does he have? He doesn't have cutting words.
No, he does
Cutting
not.
hard.
Doesn't he?
Nope.
That's weird. Why
He
does
has
he not
dissonant
have
whispers, not cutting words, and
No,
vicious
no,
mockery.
It's a bard.
It's a bard spell. It's a bard ability, not a spell. It's
It
a
uses
ability.
their bardic inspiration to reduce the damage or the hit.
I don't see it anywhere.
You put it in there.
Not.
Shit.
No,
Unless is it under?
It's College of Law.
Is it College of Lore?
yeah,
Okay,
he's
so he doesn't
not.
have-
He's valor.
He's College
It's a
of Law.
Valor?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was
That
on them or not.
sucks.
Never mind.
So he takes 5 points of damage. Did he have? 50?
Yeah, he
yes, did. So
Because it was the +10 from before.
yeah. And then the monk says, then he says, "Flee, mistress." And then he's done. Get Grot, you're up.
I'm gonna use lay on hands. Now can I I'm gonna use how much am I gonna use? I had 35 because it's what 5 times 7. So I'll use 20 of it and just give him 20 HP.
All right. So he goes up by 20.
Big help, I guess. And that's really it. That's all I can do. I can move. I guess I can move, right?
If you want,
All right. Yeah. How far can I go?
that will provoke opportunity attack.
Oh, from this guy. That's right.
And probably from that lady going that way. Oh.
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
do it.
bardic inspiration? You can
I'm
do
not worried
bardic
about it.
inspiration. You
So you're set.
need it.
You're set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go right in front of her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that. So he takes an attack of opportunity. And 20 is your armor class, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. So he hits. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
So you're running away from him, and he clocks you in the back of the head. He brings your helmet.
Yeah, this is a good point. Hey, Bree just brought up a point. Colin actually gets 2 attacks.
He's
So
level
he
6,
should be
right?
going attack, and a bonus offhand. Instead of just attack and a bonus.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
So he
Well,
would've
that's
done
the
a lot
problem
more.
when you're not here to
Yeah.
play your character.
Yep, that's true. That's true. You're absolutely right. That sucks.
I mean, I don't mean to be too harsh, but damn it, I forgot
No,
to.
it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, I was like, Bree, that's a good point.
It's a
That's
lot for
right.
me to keep track of.
Yeah, no problem. No
So
problem.
he'll get his
That's right.
vengeance on her in a moment, or on him
Right?
in a moment.
That's literally what's gonna happen.
My turn.
Yes, Farron is up.
Alright, I will move to there. And then I will just take a couple shots at the annoying one. The lady.
The
and
annoying
she's
one.
sneaky. Nope. It's a miss. That wasn't that one. Oh, 15?
15 misses.
That's 2 misses. Alright, I'm frustrated now.
That's terrible.
I'm gonna burn my last 2 sorcery points, and I'm gonna chromatic orb her again. Just
Hey,
level
chromatic
2
orb
this
her.
time.
character?
Yep. Just level 2. Last luck of the day. These ones, my goodness, this stuff.
Not even, you barely woke up and you're burning through everything.
I know. It's like one. I wish I was a halfling at this time.
Well, at least
Reed's
you're
gonna be shooting
your-
arrows and cantrips the rest of
your
the.
arrows.
No, I missed because I rolled 3. 1 and 3.
Dope.
You were shooting. Right? You were-
All right,
shot.
another bolt. Was that another electrical bolt?
And a 3. Yeah.
All right,
No.
another bolt of electricity. A little orb of electricity goes flying by her, and she just dances out of the way of it. You're frustrated because it looks like it's gonna go right into her chest, and she just whoop. She kind of easily maneuvers herself around it. All right, Kaylin is gonna attack, and then we're going to call it because I have to get up at 4 in the morning. So we'll have to pick it up next time. So what is Kaylin gonna make? Three attacks, I guess here. 2 main and
Can you do?
1 offhand.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, can you do like multiple, like 1 on him and then like 2 on her?
Absolutely.
That thing. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. We're gonna do 2 normal
Well,
attacks.
what would be
or-
the best thing to do? I mean, I don't mean to sound too metagame, but it's just obvious. Is just make his attacks on the monk, and then if he slays the monk, whatever attacks
Move
you have
to the
left,
Yeah, yeah.
he can take
you're right.
towards her, and that's
Yeah, you're right.
logically what he would
So-
probably do.
Attack 1 is gonna miss.
Yeah, because he doesn't have advantage anymore since you moved.
Attack 2.
That hits. So 6 slashing. This guy is on his last leg.
All right,
He
then
is-
his offhand attack.
He is.
24
Yeah,
seconds.
his chest is pierced. So with one last slash, out of frustration, Kalen takes the monk to the ground, and he says, with his dying breath, he reaches out his hand. He says, "Abbas," and then he collapses to the ground.
We'll stab her for you.
And that, my friends, is where we are going to stop for tonight. As I said, I have to get up at the crack of dawn. So, my friends, so thank you very, very much for joining me. That was a little bit of combat. I had two fights tonight. That was kind of cool. And a little bit of exploring, and some loots. So
Lots of loots.
well done. You guys have functionally cleared out the main level of the monastery. So we'll see what happens with this abbess next week on the next session of the Kingdom of Agick. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us, and likes, subscribes, all that is appreciated. And we hope to see you at a table someday. And keep rolling 20s.